Welcome to Raka's world. I'm happy to be back after a long hiatus and hope to present you stories on the political developments in the pole-bound state of Telangana. Call it irony or call it twist of fate, two of the communities that have staunchly opposed the division of Andhra Pradesh and the formation of Telangana are today the staunchest supporters of the ruling BRS, earlier known as TRS, the Telangana Rashtra Samiti. These two communities have opposed the formation of Telangana tooth and nail, and they have voted against it time and again. The first community is the migrant community from Andhra and Rayalaseema regions. They are popularly and more commonly known as settlers. Though I have problems with the word settlers, they are migrants from the Andhra region. These have opposed the formation of Telangana tooth and nail, and the second group that opposed was the Muslim community. The Muslim community has always argued that the vivisection of Andhra Pradesh would actually reduce the power of the Muslim vote. The Majlis also propagated the argument that division of the state would mean growing importance of Vishwa Hindu Parishad, RSS, BJP, Bajrang Dal in the Telangana region, which has a history of communal strife in the 80s and the 90s, and prior to that it has a baggage of erstwhile Nizam's rule and the Razakar atrocities. So these were the two communities which opposed the formation of Telangana. But once the Telangana was formed, these two very communities have become its staunchest supporters of the BRS. Call it structural adjustment or Stockholm syndrome or strategic thinking. But these two communities have been with the BRS, and from all indications they would continue to be with the BRS in the upcoming election too. And they could actually, if BRS comes back to power, it would be riding on the piggyback of the Muslim voters and the migrant people from Andhra and Rayalaseema regions of the erstwhile undivided Andhra Pradesh. The settlers actually dominate the GHMC. In GHMC, there are about 26% among the GHMC voters. 26% are those who are migrants from Andhra Pradesh, and they dominate in about 7 seats: Lingampalli, LB Nagar, Kukatpalli, Mushirabad, Khutbullapur, Patancheru, and Uppal. And then 2 constituencies in the Medchal-Malkajgiri districts, the Medchal as well as Malkajgiri. So, GHMC and its surroundings, there are at least 9 constituencies where the Simandhra population or the migrants from Andhra play a crucial role in determining the winner and the vanquished. Same way, the settlers are present in considerable numbers in Khammam, Nalgonda, particularly Kodada, Suryapet, Miryalaguda regions of Nalgonda. Khammam, of course, is dominated by Andhra settlers. Parts of Rangareddy district like Vikarabad, Tandur and all these regions, and parts of Nizamabad, particularly Dichpalli, Nizamabad, Urban, Bodhan and other parts. So the Simandhra voters play a crucial role, and these communities are still with the BRS, and by all indications they will continue to remain with BRS, though Congress is trying very hard to bring them back to its fold, because prior to 2014, prior to the formation of Telangana state, most of these settlers were with the Telugu Desam. Now it wants to woo them into the Congress party. In fact, of the 15 seats in that the TDP had won in 2014, most of them are from the GHMC area. In 2014 elections, which is the first election, after the formation of Telangana, the TDP won 9 seats. 9 of the 15 seats are from the JHMC area. The MIM had won 7 seats. Normally, MIM keeps winning those 7 seats. The BJP had 5 seats in alliance with the TDP, and the BRS, which went on to become the ruling party, had won just 3 seats. Congress nil. By 2018 elections, the situation has changed and the BRS has dominated the scene. The Congress unable to win any seat, and the BJP winning only 1 seat, that is Raja Singh's Goshamahal seat. The settlers actually influenced the outcome in about 40 seats. Rough estimates say that there are about 40 lakh settler votes out of the 3.14 crore voters. And as for the Muslims, they constitute around 12%. The estimates vary. Some say it is 12%, some say it is 13%, and some put the figure at 12.5%. But roughly they are around between 12 to 13%. And in Hyderabad, they are almost 30%, slightly more than 30%, which means that they exercise their influence on the regions south of Musi, south of Puranapur region, which is known as the old city of Hyderabad. In the old city region, they have won all the seats. The only seat that the BJP could win was on the periphery of the old city, the Goshamahal seat. All other seats, the Charminar, Chandrayan Gutta, and all these seats, Bahadurpura, Nampalli, these seats have gone into the kitty of the TRS. But the Muslim vote in Telangana is influential in some 25 to 30 seats, besides the seats in the old city and parts of the new city. So around 40 seats, the Muslim votes are crucial. For example, in Bodhan, the Muslims constitute 39% of the voters. And Bodhan perhaps is the only constituency that has a Muslim MLA outside the old city. And secondly, Mahbub Nagar has about 20% Muslim votes. 20% Muslim vote. So Mahbub Nagar urban, Mahbub Nagar city, town has a considerable Muslim percent. Mudhol, which includes Bhaisa, communally very sensitive Bhaisa, which has witnessed 3 or 4 major communal riots in the past 4 or 5 years, has about 12% Muslim votes, which most of them concentrated in the Bhaisa and the neighborhood. So the Muslims also play a key role. So Telangana state, ironically, from being a state meant to protect the interests of the Telangana people, it has turned out to be a haven for the Muslims and also a safe zone for the Seemandhra settlers. The party which spearheaded the movement for Telangana on the slogan of Neelu Nidhulu Niyamakalu, the water resources, protection of water, irrigation interests of the Telangana region, and funds for Telangana and jobs for Telangana youth, is now the biggest savior of these two groups that have opposed Telangana one, and that was seen majorly as the tormentors of the hapless Telangana people. So the very groups that were shunned by the average Telangana youth particularly are now the biggest saviors for the BRS, and BRS too has a symbiotic relationship with these two groups, which are the Muslims have numerical superiority. The Seemandhra settlers, a large section of the Seemandhra settlers are financially quite strong. So these two groups now form the bulwark of the BRS. It's a typical case of Stockholm, call it Stockholm syndrome or whatever, but then these groups are with the BRS, and all indications say that even in the coming elections, these two groups are going to stay with the BRS, and if BRS comes up with a sizable number of seats, say more than 50 or 60, the number that is required to form a government, it would be mainly riding on the piggyback of these two communities which had opposed the formation of Telangana. If you like this story, please like it, share it, and then subscribe to my channel, and ask your friends and acquaintances too to subscribe to Raka's World. Thank you so much.